ho ye na e me ho akwaba menchia kwarase ewo abasi ko fukrum kwarase so hwe watewu currently kwarase mechia na abusuafo na mo me krum 80 bia mo monitor show ni nyina obani yedi nkomo na yenkoye ni Andra was a ninth of UEFA Champions League, and then so Edasu a ninth of UEFA Champions League. We'll see interesting games are Ebebaso and then Numeri. But before we delve into a net matches, no, just one or two. I want run a course and Yaba. And I think that Pep Guardiola no say you say a giant asemka. The obey no one or yen on say or bre no who say wa bre no one kasajitum say wa brenti engine to mum one and in jet, but until then, dear. Yen Jaino no onye the obey no because now the Newcastle the year ni Nendra EUFA Champions League playing against Bayer Leverkusen now this season hasn't been a good start for them. Now Pep SIM Kokoyen and Yemani Bim Kuluzu have listened to his post-match Nensema Oka saying a lineup no changing 10 players from the last game one Kuku and you be a lineup no man. Sometimes this man overthink ultimate Viana Broso and exactly what he find himself yesterday at one many team Manchester City enya results. So we'll leave him like that. I think that what the waka say season we say yeah no the best and about season in every do we leave him. Oku Galatasaray come here say Victor Osimhen team. No kakana. Yeah. Unu enima wadamfu no gina anymore they so no na bra ba akobon ba. Morin card you know akas ye because no ball no mo boy na adwuma no mo tena fia. Galant in results no clearly or match say so Musia Kaina Victor Osimhen and yet present in the team. They find it extremely difficult to even pick a point. So but Tenefi Champions League night unko phone na ata we china ndema bekosi in there and try once again Scott McTominay and H say and yet last season kuto eno carry Napoli team no e won his shoulders. This season say ye be Napoli for still ebetimi account honor. He did not win the player of the season by a flick. He won it based on performances or done and coming into this season, the same performance that McTominay done did last year or the other chronos. But one thing McTominay he is not only performing for the club or come national teams when Scotland national team the most you see McTominay coming into their rescue to make sure that Obey deliver incredible performances. Eddie so 2025 in general has been a very good year for Akwada and Fred McTominay and Endram or sign Ebuama Napoli at a point and near for say game no bad thing Eddie Amomuntimi winning against Korabak. We first of how things were everybody thought said Napoli ain't winning, but this man came into the second half and then decided say on then Kwada be year Jumanica Eddie Ama Antonio Conte. I think that almost why idea also a bomb. So for once Michami are winning the first Champions League game. Eddie Ama Benfica and just a second I think that Josie Kakranga Kresman obey domestically a year but Europe na accounts so we now good results over Ajax. The Ajax away pin boys when it comes to Champions League a year this season but 2 unanswered goals LYS for fear. I think that Ura needed juice and so I there set your bonaba so penny now to the big game. I share the Bridge of Stamford. Before the game Chelsea for ne ye niema bibiri tifo ahodo a omode baaye omo kire se clubs e wo wi asese se nyina omo na the kings of all clubs kuku they are the world champions omo ye club a opo umpo se se empremprom a ye di nkokuku omanim omachi obi ani ho ball na ye bo se in the club football no FIFA fo am omo baaja e ball mkoku ntie na da so no king of clubs omo si wiase nyina club Real Madrid can be the biggest when it comes to clubs where we are say Madrid and the biggest also see be but in year you can say or any ahinche ne shena or no na clubs or maka nyina so e wo wiase no so Chelsea and they wanted to create an atmosphere where Barcelona player now working in a yes Stamford Bridge and so saying the Barca for who e was Spotify Camp Nou any other there but ha e yo mu fie and Rametana Hakacho said Barcelona will do everything they want to do. But when it comes to playing our Stamford Bridge, I had not Chelsea for knows how to do this. Now, I'm going to cost 6-6-6. 18 games between the two teams. Obia we need 6 and the 6 are ending in the draw. Clearly tells you say, I'm your two sides are Omaho then I am there pa. Obia said that more the young Kusu be bring up the ABOU Chelsea and say for the first time Chelsea anya results a social results bia omanya ediatia Barcelona 3 unanswered goals 5 now no madi nkiye winning omuntime ma Barcelona with 3 goals margin but endra saade ni bi esie they did not only score 3 kweku game na ye hwe Chelsea scored additional 3 goals VAR a ruling it out based on offside clearly tells you say no more neighbor else and made that image so 4th minute 21st minute and then 53rd minute. These are minutes and in Chelsea any goals, but encounter answer the normal goals now a county ya ye di home come on ever into the match and I think that Enzo Maresca and them rant na ya so bet me abo maba so am o discussion na ye da kweku di am o gitum am obia o sa wote ase ne say ampa o me na the king of clubs say e wo wi ase ne say France for ne ball last season e wi and the champion no wo France PSG. Sa champion no France no or European teams din nyina hia or no PSG in the final no ochi international e born 5 Chelsea for Asia no omo to proper position they scored them 3-0 Chelsea is Spanish champion oye Barcelona Champions League last season about do semi final enti won so ne modern bo so ani wa mo no so 3 England na ayete no kweku di oye champion last season na Liverpool Chelsea chain no o man 2-1 Tottenham Hotspur so we Champions League free wa the OG Champions League o man 3 the OG na chi Champions League na Europa League ono so koji and Chelsea Asia no o make sure say wa ma ono so ne de bibia di adanse say when it comes to clubs ababo mu dia ka so they've won something the year under review amomodin bo so ani no Chelsea Asia obia edu obia to a proper position there so omonam na badge ne bo mo bo no omoyi akaka bensem ya akesesem e kire say they are the best club in the world kwekuti omase omonam ne ho apaso sisi allow them let them enjoy kweku omusia German champions omulusu ye
okay
omulusu to German champions and the Champions League
but meba so yes I
Matthias yes
Matthias Spain champion
the Spain champion but Matthias Bayern so the only champion team share German champion thank you for that the only champion team share German champion and everything clearly shows say boy na ye hwe ne de so umpo omona akesesem no ombetime kweku yembra game no endra ye pon ya ye kofi when the lineup came we are not in to ye din come I gave you the Chelsea lineup I think that na ebeboa only one substitution and then who say coach now the coach decided to drop João Pedro from the Nimo na ombo obi a onye typical number 9 as a false 9 in the shape of Abrante friend say Pedro Neto. So when the lineup came and I told you one thing say I've seen at the end of Enzo Maresca episode he knows that Barcelona for an elbow with high line Barca for an elbow you need enquire for speedsters who your players or more pace so that when the passes are able to penetrate through some conform with their pace who will be able to run past Barcelona for the players so a game now they share any goals really offside. Attacking Chelsea initiative here. They try to beat Barca for one high line now. And Timia is also better and for Barcelona try to read our movement, But for how long will you continue to do that against opponent or players are more running over the shoulders? When I saw Barcelona lineup, I was like, at the end of Hansi Flick. You are playing against Tima, Umpo, or one of the best midfield trio in World League in Enzo, in Caicedo, and then Obia or Denebekan who abo Finfi Obia, and right who saw the James Ebabekan. And who else Jumana no and Chelsea will dominate Ewan Finfi, especially when Pedri and you're available for club and friends at Barcelona. You don't also weaken attacking machinery, no. Sir, Wabo Robert Lewandowski, him said this season he has not been the Lewandowski and him. Lamine Yamal a free injury now, but on said that yet that fully fit again. Lamine Yamal is playing positioner, one of the best laterals I will give them to say in Kukurea and a Marcano. Coach Nasia through Alejandro Garnacho add to the same line to say Kuku air Banua be defender Garnacho and drop it normal boy defense duty. At the same time in the midfield there is James to make sure say overload never caught. So the other side, no, you need to give players fluidity. The coach decided that the other part of the wings obey weekend with Ferran Torres and then Fermin Lopez, leaving Rafinha or Marcus Rashford or Mono on any day. I will bite more than Kofu. I don't know how Chelsea do these things, but it looks like when they are playing important games, say Ghana and Quebec say juju, they find a way to make sure somebody confuse coaches now. Na coaches na aye selection na odwen ho a won tiasa. Typical example ADC in 2021 Champions League final. Say Pep Guardiola ebo game against Chelsea team no mo N'Golo Kante or commanded midfield. Na Pep decided so be ball without a DM. And Rebina Hansi Flick Ekwaya or Stamford Bridge decided say the other part of the wings no Obama why a week. Chelsea for no no mzu adwuma na efo. This side by it be do. Time my first chance the bar for Barcelona. O man timi anse na Chelsea un se o monja omo. Let's play to your system, any instruction. If we are able to find the spaces, now your players are able to run out the shoulders of Barcelona for no, a more backliner, a very simple. Eddie Amaklaba, a friend said about Chelsea. And I think that individuals we need to single them out, not impress you. I said it here, and when I made them a lineup, I catch them say, I foresee such a low by the best starting. But Wesley for fun and experience, no, or the partner and no never when Kweku, say means Rona make this season one of the best games are Mahu say Wesley for fun, Abodi Chelsea, Endra. How he was able to combat himself with a quite friend such Chaluba, or more reading any understanding of a Jumana Normian was into perfection. For Marco Correa, the least said about him, Kweku the better. Malo goes to H-Ray Adewi against Paris Saint-Germain. And Andra once again, when Chelsea needed him the most, he came into the party, delivered an excellent performance for Moises Caicedo. We've been saying this not only in the Premier League and Kweku, or yet the best defensive midfielder, but I think that there is no DM that does the job better than Akwadana friend said Moises Caicedo. There is nobody. There is nobody for me. I think that nobody does that job better than Akwadana friend said Moises Caicedo. Kweku, one, the intelligence. Two, the sense awareness of how to make sure say baby there is danger. Okoye one tackle baby no free. And the he was able to get to know say baby a born and namokono a danger or best sense sardine no save the situation at the Chelsea. And I think that he is one player or no and a Boama Chelsea you want person we infino Nina air successful is James with the experience anyhow mobile or yeah or corner nimino at the boy now I'm on Latras no Garnacho in the game wasn't put there to say or make goals any maybe brave, but he was there to make sure say ni pace no will no free Barcelona for no Latras so almost be double up abeboa Abranti friend he say Lami Yama ewe anymore and he did that job into perfection for Esteval William Kuku. He is the shining star. I am not so surprised, a commentator and a cancer. And right now I was watching the game, I was CBS. Now, time I was saying, you go to commentator and a cancer, he said, we came to watch Lami Yama, but we ended up watching Esteval William. Kukuya come out and say, say, ye penipa na attention, I want to supply. Yes, Esteval carry, so waiting this year, among 4 days, but no beer about Lami Yama first. So, commentator and say, yeah, Basi, I bet Yama, but Kuku, Esteval William, and yes, is here. For go no say in the 20, Kwekuni total contribution in the game was excellent. And Akwadana Chere said, he's somebody Chelsea beat me account one. And Rami Kansa Mbo said, Sadio was Chelsea, 2 games are no about in Champions League. Nina no when you go Sandra or Segua, Oba the youngest player post Kylian Mbappe. So Obeko Champions League the first 3 start Nina Obenya go Eddie Amane club and then run at the point Nami who's a man or ye AB and a go name. But look at baby of far born free how he was able to run in between 2 Barcelona defenders in Pau Kobasi and then Abranti friend Sebaldi of far Omunina Fifi before say the weaker foot and the right foot no or the enumum equina the conversion at the Ama club your friend say Chelsea at the position and about a goalkeeper Nijina and Obobo on the edifier born it and I think that Akwadana idea else say ye born abaso and conforce and game now you're sharing why how on earth the Marco Correa the man of the match people don't understand. Kweku forget say oyi Lami Yama a free game no number 1 and Niema omugina so the man of the match and no number 1 number 2 any roller who play into Chelsea for no omu go a buy or no any play game no onside Emma the first go abasa for show on go e buy. Point number 3 on the game the echo numerical advantage Chelsea numerical disadvantage Barcelona because or no ena Arroyo ekotwa no ema red card by so say all factors are a contribute to my game no Chelsea successful na this boy ma won say nkofo akofa pictures video say in 2020 Barcelona traded this boy Marco Correa amo ton free Barcelona 12 million and omo kokko fa Junior Firpo say Kukureya entime embo omo enne 5 years down the line the same boy Barcelona eja no e ma ne ko Junior Firpo no omo fa be say Real Betis bench ball no Onyabimo 5 years down the line Kukureya abe pass through Brighton abba Chelsea and ono na aboama Barcelona Chelsea adu omo so in general it was a well executed plan by Enzo Maresca. Mejutum say Barca coach na be patch o say wanye niema ye or promise say niema be koye dia mboko akudi o say motiase and say you can meet any other club no why dey but the moment you meet Chelsea common is different. Chelsea knows how to play big matches.
Mante
Omo big matches ebo ni ye.
Me ba na ma ba be. Me time na 20.